Rick has done so much for our community, but I just want to highlight the most recent thing because it's the best story. Rick reads the local paper. Who reads the local paper in their local town?
All of us.
So he's reading My Edmonds News one day and reads about the closure of the Linwood Hygiene Center, which is a facility that helps those in our community that don't have access to shelter and showers and all the things that they need. And he reads it in the paper and then buys the hygiene center to keep it for the community. Let's give it up to him. We have so many wonderful elected officials here. It's clear that Strom is the most popular politician in Snohomish County. I know you all came to see him. I want to highlight just a few. We've got a lot of city council members. I don't want to leave anybody out, so I'm just going to say thank you, city council members, for being here. But there are amazing House members here, Strom's colleagues who love him. I'm going to start with the nearest to us, Representative Cindy Ryu from the 32nd District. Thanks for joining us. A little bit further away, Representative Brandy Donaghy from the 44th District. And fighting through that Seattle traffic to come all the way here from SeaTac, Representative Mia Gregerson. We also have the Speaker of the House, but I'm going to let somebody else, or I'll introduce her later. But we also have the Speaker of the House here.
Yay!
And many of you know, all of you probably know that Strom serves on our county council as well. And we have our county sheriff, Susie Johnson, here. Where's Susie at? There you are. Oh my gosh, right in front of me. Susie beat a constitutional sheriff a couple years ago. He's back to try and take her out. So she's having her kickoff in a few weeks. As we're in the mingling session, get Susie's kickoff detail information and make sure you show up to that. Again, thank you. A lot of Linwood and Edmonds City Council members here. Thank you so much for all being here. Next up, though, it's a night of Ricks. It's a night of just Rick-filled love for Strom Peterson, our congressman, a leader on progressive issues, and the next chairman of the Transportation Committee. The best job, by the way, Congressman Rick Larsen.
Yay, Rick!
Great, thanks, Marko, and welcome to the Strom Peterson roast, everyone. I sat here last week and kind of felt like it. My staff warned me to give the Rick Larsen is here for Strom Peterson speech, and not the Rick Larsen is here for Rick Larsen speech. So it'll be much briefer than the one I gave standing here last week, Rick. Not much briefer, but briefer. But I think when Strom asked me to come, he didn't want me to speak, but I insisted. So I think, but what could I say that would be helpful or useful? I think a lot of people ask me this question. The number one question people ask me is, how are you? It's like, how are you? How are you? I've never had so many people care about me before an election than this year. They don't vote for me, they just care about my personal feelings. Poor Rick, he's a member of Congress, it's so horrible. And it is, it's really horrible. You'll love it. If you were not feeling good in the job that I have, then you shouldn't be in Congress. I told you last week, about 11,500 people, U.S. citizens in the history of the United States of America. Since 1789, the first Congress, 11,500 folks have served in the U.S. House of Representatives. I don't know what the percentage is, but right now about 360 million folks in the country. Now just add it all up and go back to 1789. I don't know, that's a big number. And a very extremely small percentage have served. So this is a privilege to serve in the U.S. House of Representatives, regardless of how tough it is any 1 year, or any 2 years, or any era, whatever it is. It's a great privilege to do this job. And Strom as well brings, I think, that attitude, that feeling towards the job that he has in the State House as well. It's a privilege to serve. And when you have that privilege, you need to really need to take care of that privilege. It's not something, it's a trust you can easily break. It's a trust that people believe you easily break as well. You hear from those folks a lot of times as well. And so I hope that's why you're here for Strom tonight, because you believe that he takes this role in the State House as a privilege and not his job. It's your job. It's your job to give. It's your job to take. And that's how he sees it, and that's why he does such a great job in the State House, and why he is earning another term in the State House. So thanks for coming for Strom tonight. Quickly, I do the microphone. I know everyone's saying, "Well, I would like to hear something," so I'm going to tell you something. Maybe you don't want to hear anything. I don't know, but so you might have seen today. Perhaps I heard about it. I didn't see it. I don't really read the news. People tell me what the news is sometimes. I'm reading a great book though. It's a wonderful book. I'll tell you about it later. That the First Lady had a press conference today to say whatever you hear about me in the Epstein files is not true. By the way, no one is talking about the First Lady in the Epstein files. Nobody is. So something's up. It's either there's something in the Epstein files with the First Lady, or Iran is going so shittily that the White House literally wants to divert us with more talk about
Wag
the
the
Epstein files,
dog.
which is much more likely than the other thing. And yeah, for the camera, I said the S word, you got it. So, I expect next week when we're back in session that we'll be voting again on a war powers resolution to severely limit the president's ability to wage a war without congressional approval. Hard to make predictions in this business, but it does seem there are some more Republicans who are willing to support that than before, when a couple weeks ago when we took this vote and lost by a couple of votes.
Thank you for
So we're
that.
Yeah.
seeking to hold him,
Thank you.
accountable as well.
Thank you.
Another thing that's come up too, I don't really get a good answer for you because tomorrow at noon, our time, I'm on a call with Jamie Raskin, Representative Raskin, to hear from him, a constitutional lawyer, about the use of the 25th Amendment, as well as this discussion.
Yes.
Now, hold on. I'm going to disappoint all of you people clapping about the 25th Amendment. The Congress has zero role in the invocation of the 25th Amendment, zero. So you can tell us to invoke it. It's like, no, we can't. You can tell us to do it, but we have no authority in the 25th Amendment. It's all for the cabinet. That's how it was written. I wasn't there when it was written. That's how it's written. So he's also going to then talk about impeachment and whether or not we should do it. I'll also note that I bring up Jamie Raskin's name too because he has better name ID and higher approval numbers than I do in my own district. So for my own credibility, I bring up Jamie's name all the time. But as I reminded people last week, when he has a problem with transportation in his district, calls me. So we're gonna walk through that. But I will tell you this, and I'll end with this: the today's issue, and I don't want to poo-poo it, but today's issue of Iran and what we're doing there, that isn't going to be an issue this fall. It's not going to be the issue this fall. The issue this fall, the issue right now, the salient issue for everybody, it's the cost of housing, it's the cost of gas driven by Iran, it's the cost of energy driven by a lot of things, including Iran, and the cost of healthcare. Affordability is the salient issue here and every other district around the country. And that is why it is important that we focus for the national picture on that particular issue from every day, because other issues will come and go, and they're very important. They are extremely important, but nothing is as important right now as the cost of that someone's paying at the gas pump. Nothing's as important as the inability for folks to find affordable housing, affordable rent. Nothing's as important as what they're paying for utilities. Nothing is as important as the cost of someone's healthcare right now. And that's just the truth of it. And Democrats will need to be able to define what we're going to do, and we will do that. And the horse I'm riding between now and Election Day is very simple. He promised lower prices and less war, and we have higher prices and more war. It's as simple as that. And so that's what you're going to hear from me and Democrats from all over the country. I think we are going to win the House of Representatives. I think that we're going to win handily. I think we're going to have a very strong majority. It won't be the kind of majority Lori Jenkins enjoys in the State House, but it will be strong enough. And then we'll have the gavels. We'll hold him and his cabinet folks more accountable than we are now. I got a long speech about that too, but more accountable than we are now. We're having those gavels, having the power of subpoena. We will do that, but more importantly, we have to respond to the pressures that average families are facing right now when it comes to the costs that they are experiencing. So appreciate the chance to be here, appreciate the chance to be here to support Strom. As you can see, I'm a terrible roast presenter. And so I'll turn it back over to Marko, and thanks a lot.